What's up everyone, Business here, and these are 3 things to improve your sound design instantly. Let's go. First thing, try to detune your oscillators. So for instance, we have this little patch here. Sounds not too bad, but let's make it even better with the one simple hack. Detune the oscillators a little bit. Let's have a look. You don't want to overdo that because it's gonna sound really weird. Let's try that now. It's gonna be sounding out of tune basically. But a little bit goes a long way. So instead of having that, we have this. Tiny difference, but makes it a little bit better. If you want to go even harder on that kind of wide and big sound, try unison as well. A bonus tip. Thing number 2, don't stack too many frequencies in one patch. So if you're doing a pad sound, which should have some mids and highs, don't put sub-oscillator in it. And vice versa, if you're doing a bass sound, don't put too many high sparkles in it because that makes no sense. Unless you really want to, and there is a purpose to that. Because these are not hard rules, these are just guidelines, and these might save you later on during mixing, so you won't have to cut too many frequencies out of your sounds. Anyway, so let me show you what I mean. Here we have a nice pad sound. But if you see in the EQ8 here, let's make it bigger. We have really wide frequencies, so we have everything here. But we also have really huge body here of the sub-oscillator, which makes it not really perfect, and it doesn't sound too well actually. So we'll press here, and we might want to switch off the sub-oscillator that I just created. Now it will sound like that. Much better, and you add bass to the music anyway, so there's no point of having bass already in your patch and then another bass, and you will have really horrible time mixing it. The same with some high voices. Let's listen to this bass sound. Nice, but it has some kind of high texture that we don't really need. Let's turn off the oscillator number 2. Let's skip the bass sound to be a bass sound, not everything together. And if you like this video so far, hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't already for more really awesome content. And now let's get to the thing number 3. So if you're designing your sounds in Wavetable or any other synthesizer, you might as well use layers. So first, let's listen to this patch. Nice, dreamy, lushy, very nice, because we have loads of layers in it. So the first layer is this. It's really like a smooth, mid-tone, dreamy, long attack, long release. Now we have this plucky little thing, which adds a character on top especially. And then I also added a little bit of a noise to glue everything together. Just a noise, but everything together sounds like that. And it's because of all these layers. And how to create these layers. You can drag your favorite synthesizer here, then click on the top bar, right click, press group. Now when you open this tab here, you can right click and press create chain. That's going to give you another chain to work with. And then you can drag another wavetable into this part. And now we have 2 separate wavetables, but just mind the volume. That's how you do it, basically very simple. And if you want to work even faster in Ableton and learn some really useful shortcuts that will save you hours of clicking, check this video here. I've recorded 7 most useful shortcuts for Ableton Live. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Cheers.